Team iVolunteer is a mixed team from Rockridge, Sentinel, and West Vancouver. They built an app to connect volunteers with organizations. Team iVolunteer.
As an organizer, are you always worrying about where to call for volunteers? Or, as a student, is it a problem for you to fill out your 30 volunteering hours for graduation? Our research showed that every out of 100 students, 53 are worrying about their volunteer hours according to the rate. Well, what will it be like with an online platform for both organizers and students to post and sign up? In 12 weeks, iVolunteer is built to make the change. Instead of asking, calling, and registering everywhere, a simple click to post and sign up. A brand new way for volunteering. A platform of opportunities. iVolunteer.
Hello everyone, this is Student B. I'm looking for a volunteer event because I'm graduating and I don't have enough hours. Oh, iVolunteer, a platform for opportunities. Interesting. Let me sign up for it. Here's so many volunteer events. Wow, here's a map. It's so cool. But I really want to do some volunteering work about serving food because I have a part-time job at a restaurant. I'm really good at this. Let me search for a cafe server. Here it is, Mr. Kim. Let's see his personal profile page. He seems to be a very nice person according to the comments. Let me add it to my calendar.
B signed up. 1 week passed by.
Oh look, I almost forgot about it. I have a volunteer event to participate in. With iVolunteer, I don't have to worry about missing events.
B volunteered. He had a great time.
Okay, now I got another 5 more hours. What a great experience. I need to thank Mr. Kim. Let me search for Mr. Kim and add a comment to his personal page. It is a really interesting volunteering experience for me. Thank you, Mr. Kim. Yes, here is another thing. Our International Student Club will be holding an orientation for new international students this September. We need some volunteers. I can also post events on iVolunteer for volunteers to participate in. Let me type all the information about this event. Okay, all done. It's so convenient.
We have various functions, including comment, post, search, map, to easily meet users' needs. Humanized design was simple blue and white collocation to let users see at a glance. What we also have is a great team. Hi, I'm Iris.
Hello, I'm Tim.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hello, I'm Frank.
We are iVolunteer.
Thank you, iVolunteer. Let's go to Judge Henry for a question about your app.
Hey, iVolunteer. This is a great initiative to tackle peer-related problems, and I always love that because when you tackle something close to heart, it often results in really good, rewarding outcomes. Now, the problems with volunteers is that they don't have any incentives to perform well unless they have passion for it. and you're giving them a chance to leave reviews. And if they don't volunteer for the right reasons, such as if they volunteer only for credit, then most likely they're going to have a bad experience or satisfactory experience, and it'll get bad reviews. As an organizer, that's a disaster, and they probably don't want to face these kind of problems, and as a result, they probably would not want to make any events on your platform. How would you address this issue so in your app, so that event makers don't have to worry about these problems and have more incentives to provide events for your platform? Because without them, your platform would not go through and work.
Hey, Henry, I also agree that this team created an app that really sparked an initiative very close to heart. I remember when I was in high school and when I was trying to apply for volunteers, I was actually only just applying to fulfill my credits. And that's such a horrible role model here. Anyway, let's see what our iVolunteer's thoughts on how would you help organizers post events that students would be passionate in volunteering for to leave positive reviews.
Okay, so for this problem, I have also something to say because I actually quite like the mode of the mandatory 30 hours of volunteering to fill in high school, because not many people have the chance to get in touch with this volunteer thing. They don't have the inspiration, or they don't want to do it by themselves. But this 30 hours, although it's mandatory, but once you start to doing it, some people will start to love it. I think it's a great opportunity for our students to get in touch with this volunteer community. Yes, so our iVolunteer, what we do is to provide more events on this app, and more students will see more kinds of events, and they'll start to know the beauty of this volunteer thing.
All right. Wow. Hey, Roland, maybe we should use this app to reach out to more mentors or get a few seniors who will soon be Game of App graduates.